nerd who goes to RBD for fun. And on my last trip to RBD, I found myself in the really odd section, the astrology section.
Yes.
And in the astrology section, I found not one book, but two books on cat astrology. Now this one's a humor book, like you'd find in the humor section of the library. But this one is completely serious about cat astrology. And so, without further ado, I present to you a selection of highlights. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The author of this book has written one other book in her lifetime. It's a biography of her cat. So, without further ado, I present to you Cat Astrology, selections from Cat Astrology by Mary Spaniels. We'll start with the Aries cat, the godfather. Born under this sign seemed to sense that life is often easier for he who is toughest, or at least appears to be toughest. So the Aries cat very often acts as if he were born in Sicily or spent some time there. Veterinarians would just be a bit open-minded and take the trouble to ask the astrological signs of their feline patients. They would find that Aries cats, either directly or indirectly, constitute a large part of their practice trauma-wise. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the doctor, I always make sure to tell the doctor my astrological sign. The Taurus cat, the galloping gourmet. The Taurus cat is the wonder plus of the zodiac. The cat born under this sign will make you wonder where he was at when they were handing out gracefulness, the ability to land on their feet, etc. to other cats. He's born for a living that's easy. Why then he manages to make things so hard for himself is a mystery. Apparently they're also very loud because the author states, we asked a veterinarian how it is that a cat which weighs 10, 12, 15 pounds and has such soft patty feet can suddenly sound as if you weigh half a ton and they've grown host. Their candid reply was, I don't know. There's no explanation for it. Unless, of course, you believe that Taurus is in your cat's horoscope is responsible.
That's a Taurus, guys.
Taurus.
Also, this author also believes that cats in their next lives will be reincarnated as humans. And with your help, your Taurus cat, Pooh, can return in his next life as anything from a gourmet chef or a food critic to a gigolo. The Gemini cat, the human in the cat suit. Geminis are non-stop talkers. They are very intelligent and are often found in executive positions. I remember in my last job, my boss was a cat. Executive position, cats, you heard it here. In fact, here's some special names for your Gemini cat. Can't name any other catties. Mary Poppins, Magoo, Hermes, Yo-Yo, Donut, Dottie, Peekaboo, Leprechaun, Pamplemousse. Otter, Strawberry, but only if it's found in a strawberry patch. Casserole, Sabrina, Dee Dee, and Gremlin. The Cancer cat, the Frady cat. That one's pretty self-explanatory. This one is more boring, such as this book. But if you read your books about well, it can become back as a renowned psychotherapist or a hermit. The Leo cat, the superstar. The Leo cat is the most catly of cats. Validity raised to its highest power. Although all cats are ruled and influenced by the sun, those born under its sign are like a special edition of the book or a good vintage in a French brandy. A cat for connoisseurs, to be enjoyed with wine taster's relish. I don't know, but I'd better have wine, or maybe both. Apparently Leos like rich people, but if Leo cats are born into luckier circumstances, yours. Don't worry, your cat will be too lazy to do much about it. Unless you really behave boorishly and lock him up in his bathroom. Or try to palm leftovers on him. Then he will walk out on you. A few months later, a media blitz will announce his appearance, co-starring with Charlton Heston in a super epic called Planet of the Cats. And he won't come back. Ever. The Virgo cat. Mrs. Clean. It's pretty much like a Virgo in human form. But the Virgo cat will be very concerned about the hygiene involved in preparing her food and whether or not it's a correctly balanced diet. You heard it here. Your cat cares about how many servings of vegetables she gets in a day. Thanks, Michelle Obama. I'm kidding. This book was written in the 70s. The Libra cat, the little doll. Like Taurus, which is ruled by the same planet, Libra is the lovingest cat. Love Bug will be sweet, compliant, tactful, an absolute little lady in her perfect manners, exquisitely feminine, full of grace and delicacy. If your male cat is a Libran, he may, we're afraid, turn out to be a bit of a sissy. In fact, here's a picture of a cat with a bow tie, with the caption, the male Libran is inclined to be somewhat of a deity and is the other way and choice of friends. I can only assume this is a 70s euphemism for your cat is gay. Deal with it. The Scorpio cat, secret agent 009. This cat is kind of a douchebag. If you ever see a Scorpio cat in the street and he's ignoring you, it may be an order not to pull his cover and protect the guilty party, him. If the neighbors don't know where he lives, they can't turn him in. If only he could speak human, the FBI could close their books and go on vacation for a while. He knows where all the bodies are buried, though you really know where his are. You always wonder, did he have anything to do with Mrs. Andrews' Pekingese getting that horrible purple bath? The Sagittarius cat, the dog. Also self-explanatory, but anyways, why hasn't anyone fun to hold a cat Olympics? A 20-yard dash across the line up a tree and out alone could be an event. High jump straight up the other side of the door could be another. Also, apparently, Sagittarian cats are known to utter a colorful phrase or two when annoyed or flirted, such as, great squawking brats. Speaking cats apparently exist. The Capricorn cat, the cat of distinction, they're pretty much like Leos, and I'm not sure why this is a chapter. I'm using annotation here where somebody who checked out this book before disagreed with the offer. Those Capricorns are not pretty, and somebody said, no! No! Anyways, apparently they're also social climbers. Traumatic as it may be for you, if you live with a Capricorn cat, be prepared in the morning to catch a glimpse of Rufus being led in through the front door of the local political big shot. By the maid, no less. He'll be back at night as if nothing happened, and if you demand an explanation and he knows you saw, he'll shrug as if to say, well, what can I do if they drag me in off the street and force me to stay? The best thing to do is not fight it. Take advantage of your Capricorn cat's good connections. And see if you can get the hole in the street in front of your house fixed. Say home. The Aquarian cat, the Planetarian. This is also my favorite section. Good. Aquarian cats are adept at typing, and in fact, it's rumored that many famous writers, such as Ernest Hemingway, who share their life with cats, very often plagiarize from the fascinating material they found by their cats. Many of these writers, you will find, have gotten into the habit of leaving a blank sheet in the typewriter overnight. When they joke about hoping to have a visit from their muse, you can bet they're hoping their Aquarian cat will come up with some good ideas. Introducing an Aquarian cat to a writer is probably one of the best things you can do for him, and will ensure his literary success. Anybody want to buy me an Aquarian cat? Right, all my research class. And finally, we have the Pisces cat.
Yes!
I'm sorry to break it to you, but they're the weirdos.
Yes!
They're addicted to catnip. This entire page is about their addiction to catnip. In fact, one Pulitzer Prize-winning cartoonist we've heard keeps a large wooden bowl filled with catnip. His long-haired cat just walks into it and flops down utterly stoned. There you have it.